Thus, the Dnieper struggle became a race. It became a desperate between retreating Germans, pursuing Soviets, and the cruelty of time and fate. Zhukov issued the Dnieper Race Directive, making the fronts compete to capture a bridgehead. In this desperate retreat, Manstein had to make an agonizing choice. He gave a strict mobile defense, order to Panzer and Panzergrenadier divisions. First, a furious artillery barrage would shake the earth and blind the enemy. Next, elite units would execute a short, sharp charge. When a crack appeared in the confused Soviet lines, they fell back to the defensive line set by earlier units. Of course, the rearguard tanks faced extreme danger and heavy losses. Following the road paved with their blood, the main German force fled relentlessly west. Simultaneously, in a 30-kilometer wide strip on the Dnieper's east bank, they seized all supplies and burned everything. This was likely a mix of cold military logic, denying enemy resources, and the occupiers' resentment. Meanwhile, the Soviet army, intent on securing a bridgehead, used every possible means. On the Dnieper's west bank, seized the Bucharin bridgehead. The parachute troops, clutching that order, awaited the jump command. At that time, the parachute troops were a self-proclaimed elite force. However, the operation on September 25, 1943, was fatally underprepared. The result of this negligence can only be described as tragic. Into the black rain-filled sky, about 4,500 paratroopers jumped. But below, on the ground, the German army awaited its prey. A Soviet soldier who saw that hell recalled it as follows. Instantly, the night sky filled with burning torches. Our comrades burned in the sky. Before they could fight on the ground, they burnt to death in the air. Stalin, on receiving the report, criticized the operation scathingly. A large-scale night parachute drop that showed the planners' incompetence. However, the failure's root cause was arguably Stalin himself, who ordered a hasty river crossing.